Welcome back to Minus Cast, episode 13. I'm here with Nathaniel Bandy, Nico BBQ, Nintendo, Tetrabit Gaming, Simple Flips, and myself, Swanky, to talk
Full
about
house
the
here.
rumors surrounding the re-releases of a lot of classic Mario games.
Yeah, so everything that was supposedly rumored, or who knows if it's actually true, is brand new Paper Mario, Mario 3D World Deluxe, a remaster of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy 1. A lot of people are kind of taking this as true, which we don't really know for certain. I mean, I hope it is, but let's be honest. Is this really real? That's what we're
It's too good to be true.
Is it really, really real?
Is it
Is it
really
possible?
real?
Did they clarify if some of those games are like ports or remakes? I can't remember.
Remakes. So like they're remastering them. Yeah, apparently that's what it said. I don't know if that's actually true or not.
Interesting.
It's going to be disappointing if some of these remakes, like I'm thinking the Mario 64 remake, if it's like not as good as some of the fan remakes.
Oh yeah.
There's some really good 3D ones out there, but it also makes me wonder, like with these new games coming out, are we going to start seeing some of the fan communities getting hit, whether it be like the modding or things like that, like if that's going to come along with the re-releases of these games.
I guess we've talked about that before, but that is like a good indication because what there was like before they announced the Metroid 2 remake, that's when they like got rid of AM2R, and what was the other game or something similar that they like just before something got announced? They just took down the fan games.
Pokemon Uranium.
Oh yeah.
And then I think
Also,
they announced like Sun and Moon or something.
What's the Smash thing? Project M.
Yep.
Oh, yep. So
Kinda
I guess that could be a good indicator if we see a crackdown on ROMs and HD. Actually, no, that did just happen. What's his name? Kryzen X? I think like 25 of his videos got like blocked by Nintendo.
Really?
So
Oh, no.
yeah, I didn't even put two and two together, but that could totally be a thing.
If
Yeah,
my
that was
brother's
recent,
channel
too.
disappears, the rumors are true.
So I didn't actually know these games were rumors at all. I just heard friends saying things, and I was like, cool, that's fact. I'm down, I'm ready.
Well, I think a lot
I
of
didn't
people
know
are
until
treating it as
now. I
fact.
was like, oh, okay. I guess I just take anything as fact.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are like believing this is because like obviously things are not that great this year, all of us being in lockdown and stuff. So I think
Yeah.
any glimmer of hope, this would be something that'd be super
Everybody wants
exciting.
it to be true.
Yeah, like okay, you know what, this year has been bad, but hey, at least we're gonna get like 5 Mario remasters or 5 Mario games this year.
That's
Something
like your only
ridiculous.
reason to continue living, is to play that sweet HD Mario 64.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that's okay, let's just imagine it's actually true.
Hope it is.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Would they keep the controls the same for Mario 64? Like, would you still be able to do BLJs? Would you still be able to jump kick up slants?
I would
I
guess
don't
that they
think
would
so.
use the Odyssey engine, so I don't think
Yeah.
any of that would be the case.
I
Probably
don't
not.
think it would be possible. They already put out versions of the game where it's patched. Not even
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
DS, but like
I
they
think
patched
the-
it ages ago. 97, I think, is when Shindu came out, or Shindo,
Yeah.
or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forgot they did that, but that would be so awesome if they actually kept it in. Just a BLJ and HD Mario 64.
Yeah, well, that is a big part of what that game is to a lot of people. Like, if you take away some of those, like, not even if you're speedrunning, but just like, yeah, like you said, like jump kicking up slopes. It's like that's kind of part of how you traverse half the levels. So if you take that away, I mean, like Drew said, like if it is Mario Odyssey's engine, there is still a lot of stuff you can do with that, like in its own right. But I guess I don't know. I see it being different regardless if it's remastered. I doubt they'd keep it like 1-to-1 the same.
I think a counterpoint to that would be Ocarina of Time and the 3DS version. They
That's true,
purposely
that's true, yeah.
left in a lot of the
Original.
yeah the issues with the game. Like you can like warp to Jabba Jabba's belly by walking along that crack. They left a lot of those things in there to stay true
fair.
to the original form of the game. So I guess it could really come down to the team that's working on it and
That's fair.
if they decide to cut those things. Because to me, that's the charm of Mario 64. Like honestly, like no other Mario game has quite the pull it has. I think because of the exploits. Like it's what makes it such a crazy experience.
I wonder if they do end up making or remastering all these games, if they're going to include the additional DS levels from Mario 64 DS.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be those in years.
Because this 64 DS is like I have such a conflict with that game because I love all the new stuff they add, but the controls are just horrible. I cannot stand the controls in that game. So that'd be pretty awesome if they added them in, or even
That
just
was
a
actually
handful
I think
of
that
them.
was the first way that I played Super Mario 64, so I'm pretty nostalgic for that one.
Yeah.
That's the same beef we have like with Super Monkey Ball, because like my first Super Monkey Ball game was Junior, so like, it's one of my
Let's not
favorites,
even get started
and
on
you hate
that.
Hey,
Sorry, what
it's
were you
just
saying,
like
Tedra?
Super Paper Mario. Oh, I was just gonna say, Super Mario 64 DS. Imagine needing a run button for Mario 64.
No.
So bad.
No, please.
It's so
no.
bad. I hate. That's my worst. That's my
Horrible.
least favorite thing.
It was
Imagine-
it was definitely
imagine
necessary
needing-
though. That's the
Yeah.
D-pad problem.
Yeah, they didn't have
Shout out to D-pad.
analog.
Sorry, shout out
Shout out
to
to
D-pad.
D-pad
Couldn't
kid.
make it today.
That's the name of my new memoir, The D-Pad Problem.
You know, that game. The problem with that game wasn't even the run button. It was just the D-pad and the fact that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you technically moved in 360 degrees, but when you moved up to upright, you like curved, but it wasn't
Yeah.
always how fast you thought it was going to be. Just
Yeah.
all the angles and stuff just don't feel
I
right.
think you only had 8 different directions to move, not counting how you could adjust the camera or use the touchscreen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it similar to like Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS? Because I feel like this game you can only move in certain directions.
Yeah, but I think with 3D Land they didn't include like a way to basically like curve your character, because in 64 DS you can sharp turn by just like stopping and then changing direction, or you can kind of move somewhat smoothly. They tried
Okay.
to mix both into the 64 DS engine, but with 3D Land and even like I guess 3D, well not 3D World, but 3D Land, it's just I don't know, it's more straightforward, I guess.
Does 3D Land have more than 8 directions? I never played that one.
I think that one's just 8 directions.
I think it
Okay.
was, yeah.
So now, do we think if they did remake all these games, being Nintendo, do you think they would put them in a collection box, or do you think they'd be each sold separately for $60
$60
That's right.
each?
That's
I know,
Nintendo.
but I mean, kind of seriously, because they have remade like Link's Awakening, $60 game. So why wouldn't they do the same thing for
5-hour game. Yeah.
Yeah, why
they
wouldn't
know
they
we're
do the
gonna
same
buy
thing
it.
for
Even if
Mario
it's $60.
Galaxy? Yeah, Mario
My
Sunshine.
guess is they would
easily.
probably sell them separately for about $40 a piece, and then like have a bundle of them together for like $100. That would be my guess.
Like the new Super Mario All Stars,
Yeah.
and then underneath
Yeah.
other they can have 3D World, like in Mario Maker 2.
They haven't made
own
they haven't
single
made a compilation
category.
since then. Like that was the last time they did a Mario compilation, pretty much. Well, I guess Super Mario All Stars for the Wii, but like All Stars itself, that's the last time they did a compilation. I don't know. It'd be cool.
So if
Yeah.
it wasn't a compilation, what about the other side where what order would they come out? If they were not, would they drop all at once? I feel like that's kind of it'd
Yeah.
probably be more wise to spoon feed people a game every month or every 2 months. From
I
a
agree.
sales perspective, I feel like, but
But I don't know if that's the case now, right? Like this is very uncommon circumstances where everyone's locked in their house forever.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
now people would buy
exactly.
probably all of them.
The apocalypse is weird.
I don't know about you guys, but
Apocalypse
like,
is a little different than normal.
like I just know like here like video game consoles are like impossible to find anywhere. 'Cause, like
Yeah.
everyone's just been buying them. Everyone's bored. Everyone just wants to buy stuff, and it's like I want to get a PS4, but I can't buy one.
we got
Oh.
Stogie got a console or a Switch like right before they sold out, and it
Oh,
was like
nice.
the next day they went up like $200.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, good luck
Yeah.
trying to buy a Ring Fit. I've been trying to get without
Oh,
paying $1
this
million.
isn't-
I'm so glad I pre-ordered one on Amazon when it came out.
Yeah.
Because now that I can't really work out besides walking, I've been playing Ring Fit a little bit. I've been trying to
Nice.
play like every other day, and it's a decent workout. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It is a
It's-
good one.
It looks really
Yeah.
fun too.
Yeah, it's cool.
jealous.
I use a stationary bike that I got from Costco.
There you go.
Nice.
and Animal Crossing, and it's a deadly combo.
Well, that's how I always used to do. I just like go on the stationary bike and play Mario Kart Tour for like an hour and a half, and it's like, all right, done. Burn
Yeah.
like 3,000 calories.
Holy crap. I was gonna ask about like the other games. Like if they end up remastering Sunshine and Galaxy, what changes would you want to see out of those?
Hmm.
Well,
I want
for
them
Galaxy,
pros
obviously
to
they
be Mario 64.
They
that
put Mario
weird?
64 controls in that game. Well, I would hope they would get rid of some motion controls, even though Switch does have motion controls for Galaxy, rather. Like having to shake to do the twist, which is fine. I mean, like, it's not a big deal, but like, it's kind of what they did with Donkey Kong Country.
I
feel like
can't
they
remember who I
killed
saw
the
that was
motion.
talking about it, but like the one thing that I heard that was pointed out is that there isn't a real clear way to pick up the star bits in Galaxy anymore if you don't have the Wii Remote IR sensor. So that'll be interesting to see how that's, if they just give you star bits or if it seems odd. I don't know how they would solve that.
I was gonna say that Odyssey like did motion control extremely well, minus the whole everyone shaking and looking a little. Anyways, but I didn't think about the fact that you physically point at objects on the screen. I don't know how to do that.
You can still kind of make that work. It just wouldn't be as accurate as just like a regular Wii remote.
Yeah, it'd have to be similar to like Skyward Sword, the way they did their pointing stuff with motion.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, outside of that, like that game really doesn't even need to be remastered. It still looks great.
Yeah,
Like especially
It
if
does.
you like play it on your on a Wii U and they upscale it a little bit. I mean, it looks pretty darn awesome. It's still a lot of fun to play. It's just the motion control.
That's the thing. Like, it looks good now, but I feel like if it did get like remake and whatever 1080p, it could look like so much like the best game ever, pretty much. It was like, but then like Sunshine. I don't know. Well, I don't like Sunshine, so I can't.
So the thing about Sunshine is, like,
reserve my thoughts.
I'm really curious on what they would do, because with more processing power on a modern console, they would no longer have to use that heat wave. The heat wave was in the game to hide everything shutting off in the background because of,
that's true.
of the processing power of the GameCube. Like, they
I would
could
assume
do
for authenticity they would keep it, but I don't know.
It's just interesting because like there was a lot of limitations that were worked around, for some of these games. And as you go to the newer games, like you're talking about Galaxy, and even you go to 3D World, to me it's like the impact that the remakes have on those games isn't as crazy as it would be on like Mario 64.
Yeah, 'cause there was a lot more limitations, like you're saying. I just think it'd be weird to see like a bunch of the characters in Mario 64 like with actual decent current day models. It's like it's so bizarre.
Well, I mean, you had a little bit of it in Mario Galaxy 2
I
with
guess
the
so.
Throwback Galaxy, but
Yes, that was my favorite. It was so cool.
That was only
Whomp's
Womp's Fortress, right?
yeah.
With a Thwimps. I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it? Or no, was it Wimps or Thwimps? I can't remember.
No,
think it was
Thwimps. No, Thwimps are the tiny thwomps. So
Yeah.
Right.
Thwomps.
Oh yeah, Wimps. What was Wimps?
Yeah.
So what do you think in terms of a remake? I feel like a remake rolling out now has a different effect on a game than it did back when like Super Mario 64 DS came out, right? I felt like there's something that's like, because like, I've just been going through the Resident Evil 3 remake, right? And it kind of, in my eyes, sort of replaced the PS1 version, which is a weird thing to say because I think the PS1 version is obviously a classic for a lot of people. I just kind of wonder, like, say a remake of Mario 64 pops off, how long does it actually stay relevant? And does the Nintendo 64 variant eventually overcome it again just from nostalgia?
I think that totally depends on the controls and how much they change them. Because if they keep the controls in Mario 64 basically the same, I think it would. First off, it'd be a huge speed game, just like Mario Odyssey is, and I think that those that play, still play the old one, like all of us do, would play that one quite a bit. Like I would definitely try speedrunning it for a little bit, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I'd probably get a month out of that for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of also seeing that with the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
Where I think objectively most people agree that it is better than the classic. How much staying power will it have? Because like, it might be a great game now, but it might not be as nostalgic to people, if that makes any sense. I mean, there are still people that I've seen posts of people still thinking the PS1 version is better, which I mean, you can think so, but I guess like it's
You
more
could
so that
have the
people,
wrong opinion.
Yeah, I mean, people like having that the more turn-based combat or whatever. But I think like a lot of the improvements definitely outweigh that stuff. But that being said, that game the original game did have such a cultural impact. Will this, like the remake, like in terms of Final Fantasy VII or Mario, whatever? Yeah, that's a good question. Like, will it have that same staying power because there's a new audience for it now? Because I imagine most people, if Mario 64 did come out, I imagine most people that would buy it, definitely not everyone, but most people would probably be people that played that game growing up, or they just have fond memories of it. Same with Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine. But I guess it is good that it does open the gates to a new to the current audience for people that have a Switch who haven't played those games yet.
Right. It kind of gives it the Resident Evil 4 effect, where like they release it on every single console known to man, so like everyone has had a chance to play it. But it's interesting too because like I think of Mario Odyssey, right? So it came out 2017.
Yeah.
Played it for a bit. I personally haven't touched it in a while, right? But I feel like when a game comes out, there's a lot of excitement around it, then it kind of dies off in terms of like online. And then after a couple of years, it sort of resurfaces because now people have nostalgia for that experience. Have we, I mean, other than Mario 64 DS, I'm trying to think like, but that wasn't even in a modern sense. I'm trying to think like, has it happened where you have two games that are the same, the remake and not the remake, that have a chance to now, you know, a couple years in the future have nostalgia? Because I think of this from like a YouTube perspective and like creating content around stuff. Just because I kind of saw with like how it worked with, you know, the Resident Evil stuff, and then obviously Mario Odyssey. I'm just really curious to see how it kind of, I guess, changes our world a little bit in terms of the content that we might be making, and if we'll have a chance to, beyond the release date of these games, like how many months out will we come back to them?
I was going to say that again. That kind of boils down to how similar it is, or I guess overall how good the game is. Like if they do remake it and it's just like it's a so-so remake, it's probably going to die out pretty fast. But if it is like tight controls, great graphics, a lot of replayability, then yeah, I think it's obviously more staying power. But that really depends on, I guess, how well it may or may not be made.
I'm trying to think of remakes that I come back to a lot, and honestly, there's really not.
So here's a crazy
anything.
thought. So this is something crazy. So we, in this conversation, right, they talk about how, I mean, these things are getting remade. Would there ever be a time where Nintendo might release a 3D Mario Maker?
I would hope so.
I don't think so.
That would be difficult to pull off.
I think it would almost be too confusing for people to make levels like that. As awesome as it would be, I don't know.
Are there any good 3D builders right now that are like complete run-of-the-mill person accessible?
Minecraft.
I guess
I don't
I
think
guess
that's
Right. Yeah.
Does
You're not
Dreams
wrong.
count?
What's that new game that came out
Dreams
on PS4?
or-
Project
Yeah,
Dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's easy to use.
I was gonna say I feel like 2D stuff's easier because like a 5-year-old can pick that up. They can kind of just do a thing. They can make
I
a
mean,
base
a level,
level.
literally
upload
anything,
it.
and it's
Yeah.
any age couldn't make it a level on accident, you know?
Yeah. Whereas like as soon as you get to 3D stuff, to make a coherent level that makes any sort of sense, there's probably like a pretty high skill cap that you have to get to kind of make anything. So like it'd be great if that was a thing, but I feel like it would be used by so few people. And I even think Mario Maker kind of has that problem because the people that really like, there's a big discrepancy between like just everyone else that makes games and then like the big creators that make like the most popular levels, right? And it's just some people have a lot more, have a better knack for it, have a better understanding of what level creation is, and that's just, I guess, part of opening up level designs to the public.
That's fair.
But that'd be cool. But I get that asked a lot. It's like, are we gonna get Mario Maker like 3D? It's like, I don't think so. I don't think like.
I do want to say, Kaze made Mario Maker 64.
He did,
and it was a nightmare to use. So
I'm
not saying Kaze is Nintendo or anything, but it kind of is.
I always wanted to see if I have never tested that Mario Maker 64 that he made. If you did it on multiplayer online.
Oh my god!
If someone could be standing there while the other person manipulates the pieces behind them, we did. I forget who's. There was another one where it was you could use your mouse and you could actually shoot bombs at people, and we did one where.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, except for the part where like it was really hard to be Mario because you would just get lit up anytime you're in. You would have to like, it actually reinvented the game in a way where you actually had to hide your camera from the person watching because they couldn't shoot bombs at you if you're out of vision. Yeah, I would say that was kind of a hot mess. The Mario 64 level maker where you had to like cycle through pieces and stuff with like left and R and stuff like that.
I remember trying to use that, and that interface was so clunky. But the thing is if Nintendo were to do that, they would be able to, you know, create like actual menus, and it would be a little bit more simplified. But like, I just think the idea of actually creating them and trying to imagine in your head how that's gonna work is like way harder. Like you said, like a 5-year-old would not be able to do this. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you were like, I could imagine like maybe by like 12 or 13, maybe you could start coming up with those kind of ideas for 3D levels. But Yeah.
Plus, I feel like a lot of stuff would break constantly. Like if the
Yeah.
geometry's like a little bit off, you'll just clip through the floor. Like
That's true.
A lot of the stuff has to be
Well,
debug tested to like
think
to infinity.
As long as you're building on a grid, things like that
Yeah.
are avoided.
Yeah, I was gonna say as long as it would be something like 3D Land or 3D World, I could imagine it
I
working
see.
that way. But
Okay.
But that is exactly what happens in ROM hacks. Any misalignment it just ruins everything.
Yeah.
What about so there was also the rumor of, I feel like no one's talking about this, but 3D World Deluxe. I'm trying to remember
yeah.
exactly what this said. I think that 3D World Deluxe would have like additional levels, which I think that would be kind of nice. But personally, I would not really be interested in playing that game again unless they actually had a new character. And if they were to
Yeah.
do that, what's the new character? What's the special thing they have?
You know it's gonna be Peachette. You know it's what they're gonna do.
Jesus, I swear. At least me
Pink
and
Gold
Nico will
Peach
have
would
a
be
video.
great.
Funky
Yeah,
mode.
how about no? At least, well, I was gonna say, me and Nico will have a video. Can you beat
Yeah.
Mario 3D World with this character or something? I don't know yet.
I think
I would
realistically though, I don't know.
I would say Wario or Waluigi, but you
Yeah.
know it's never gonna happen. So
It's not gonna be Waluigi.
no, it's not gonna be Waluigi. Waluigi doesn't
Rest in-
exist
What a shame.
anymore.
It'd be #1 selling game if it was.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I'd buy it.
they don't want to. I don't know why.
Nintendo hates money.
The fools.
That's right. I mean, it'd be unrealistically, I think it'd be cool if they introduced like even like Donkey Kong or something. I think that'd be
Oh,
very
that would be
interesting.
really cool. Or even like
So I feel like
Yoshi would be pretty nice.
Yeah, even Yoshi would be cool.
Yeah,
Or
Yoshi would work.
Feel
even
like
as a
he-
power up.
Yeah. Yeah, because Yoshi isn't in that game. It's Plussy. There's no
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Like even if Yoshi was like rideable, kind of like in Mario Galaxy 2, like something like that, where they just added a new mechanic.
They had a couple of odd characters in Super Mario Run that they could add. Maybe Toadette, Nabbit.
Oh, I could see
Oh,
Toadette
that's-
being added. Just
Toadette
Yeah.
could work.
That would be
Yeah.
lame. If it's like literally just a Toad skin. Like really? That's it?
But no, she can turn into Peachette. Come on.
No, now it's Captain Toad.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Captain Toad.
New
That'd be
Captain
cool.
Toad.
I mean, that'd be cool in general if they added costumes for your characters. Like if you could change
Yeah.
Mario to like different colors or whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Captain Toad or Luigi could be Mr. L. You know, that's
Mr.
Never
L, that
referenced.
will never happen ever.
never
Nope.
that's never been referenced ever
We're
since.
getting Green Bronze
And that's
Luigi
pretty
before
sad.
Mr. L.
Yeah, that's sad.
Can we get some F's in chat? For
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
L's such a
Chat for
cool
sure.
character too. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man. Such a cool
Dude, I
design.
feel like Green Bronze Luigi is gonna happen one day. I don't know why. I keep seeing
Luigi.
all these clone characters in Mario Kart Tour. I'm like, oh, any day now
It's
they're gonna throw
it's
up.
gonna happen.
Like,
No, it's
Green-
coming out soon.
Coming.
Like that just makes you think of like rusted copper. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Rusty
decaying-
Luigi. That's what they call him.
Decaying Luigi statue.
Is there any rumor for the Paper Mario game? Do they say like anything else, or is it just there's rumored a new Paper Mario game?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they're
It's
also.
supposed to be a return to form. That
Yes.
is
Okay.
the rumor.
I also are they. Was one of the rumors they're remaking Thousand Year Door?
No,
I hadn't heard that.
No? Okay.
no. Arlo
Okay.
just Arlo made a video and he got something trending for a few hours. That was
Oh, okay. Okay.
it.
Yeah, I hope a new Paper Mario game is good. I hope that it is a
Get rid
true
of the
return to
stupid
form.
cards, Nintendo. Come
Sticker
on.
Star 2.
Get rid of the dumb cards.
We already have
just
that.
I just finished Color Splash like a few days ago.
I'm
And-
sorry.
No. Honestly, that would have been.
It's not that
Flash
bad.
is-
Was
Honestly,
it better than Super Paper Mario?
Ooh,
It
those
was
are
on
fighting words for
par with
Drew.
it.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Well, so I put up a tier list on Twitter, and I matched Super Paper Mario with Color Splash.
I'm gonna check the actual
think that
source
was it.
to make sure,
I
to
think,
make sure we
yeah,
actually
that
know what
was-
we're talking about.
Is Mario 64, Mario
Yeah, what if
Sunshine?
you just made all this up?
Yeah, there was no rumors. They don't exist. You don't exist.
I didn't know that these were rumors, to be honest. I thought people just know stuff. Like, oh,
They were just telling you sweet lies.
my friends were just talking about it on stream like it was guaranteed, you know, and I was streaming too, so I was like, all right, cool.
Okay, so it says first, the report states Nintendo will release most of the Super Mario's 35-year back catalog this year, remastered for the Nintendo Switch. No detail on which games these will include, but the article includes a banner image of Mario Galaxy, perhaps intended to suggest the Wii Classic is one of these games. Let me see. Second, the report states several other Mario titles will release in 2020, which is a pretty given. Mario titles release all the time,
Yeah.
including a new Paper Mario. That's pretty much it. So it doesn't really go into any details at all. I feel like there's been just a lot of like extrapolated speculation.
I mean, those are really safe estimates too. A Mario
Yeah.
game? No way.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
been a
That's what
while
I mean.
since the last Paper Mario, so it's a pretty safe guess too. If someone wanted to
Yeah.
fabricate this.
Yeah.
It's been,
it-
I think since 2016, so we're about due for Paper Mario.
The last one was
Yeah.
the Paper Mario Luigi crossover, right? Technically,
Was it? I thought that
no.
was before Color Splash.
I think that was before Color Splash, by like a year.
Paper
or
Jam.
Pretty sure I've never heard
Yeah.
about whatever you're saying.
so. It's called Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, and it's a Mario and Luigi RPG, but it has
Oh yeah,
Paper
that's
Mario in
2015.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's
Oh,
old.
Paper
Yeah.
Jam. I have heard that title before.
Yeah.
Paper Jam is the latest.
Yeah,
No, a Color
it's
Splash.
one of
Color
the
Splash.
one of the 3DS ones. That didn't get. That one was like, I don't know, mediocre reviews, I think.
Color Splash is a little bit newer. Yeah.
What if all these remasters were it was all purported false and it's all just ports? That's it.
I'd be disappointed. Personally, I'd be disappointed.
I would be so disappointed if that's what it is.
I would be pleased with Galaxy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great that people that don't emulate can actually purchase these games and play them.
Yeah.
But if it's just ports, I mean, personally, I probably wouldn't buy them. Maybe Galaxy again. Yeah, maybe Galaxy. That's pretty much it. Everything else is like I can play this on Dolphin /
I've never played Galaxy still, so like
Really?
I'll finally play
Oh.
Galaxy if it releases.
There you go. Yeah, and I guess it depends on the price too. If they're like a $40 port, I'll be like,
Oh yeah, no. Screw that.
I'll definitely pass.
Yeah, I mean, I almost wonder if that's what it is. It's just ports because let's think about when Nintendo does remasters. Have they ever done more than one a year? Ever? No. They've never done more than one a year. They did Link's Awakening last year. Before that was Majora's Mask, and then Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time.
Twilight
It's always like
Princess.
one a year.
But this could also be a big answer to why there's been a big drought for Nintendo information. Because there's really
Yeah.
nothing else coming out this year that's big, is there?
No, there's nothing.
After Animal Crossing, like nothing. I mean, what?
There's
Xenoblade, I think. Yeah, Xenoblade's coming out. That's like the only major title. So, I mean, I assume this was supposed to be like a big E3 reveal, which makes me really sad because the E3 booth probably would have been super dope.
All
If it
Mario.
was
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels bad. But yeah,
That
I
would have
assume that's-
actually been so sick if we all
Yeah.
went there and then we got to play the game right away and we're like, all right, let's see who could do the BLJ first.
Yeah, this would have been our
challenge
year.
tonight,
Like that'd be a sick video. Like the first person to upload a
Yeah.
BLJ of the new Mario 64.
The sadder part is the booth was probably already built, and they're just going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I doubt they would destroy it because like they tend to keep little pieces from the set. I know that last time I went to I mean, it's been many years, but when I was at Nintendo HQ, they had like the giant Guardian statue from when they revealed Breath of the Wild in their cafe. That was really cool.
Oh,
So,
cool. Let's go
if
raid their
those
headquarters.
games surface, I'm sure they'll probably make some use out of whatever assets they had.
Let's go on a heist and go rescue those.
So that's kind of our thoughts on the the rumors that are circulating around online. But obviously, we would love to know your thoughts. So if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below. If you're on SoundCloud, you can drop. Actually, I should probably verify. Can you leave comments on SoundCloud? I actually don't
Yes.
know. I don't.
Yes,
okay.
you can.
So you can leave comments on SoundCloud, YouTube, but if you're anything else, it doesn't matter, right?
No.
You can't leave, you can't leave comments is what I'm getting at.
If you're using another platform, we don't want to know you.
What you're looking forward to. How do I want to close this out? So that's kind of our thoughts on the rumors circulating these games. Oh, geez.
Sorry.
So that's our thoughts on the rumors, circulating. I can't do it now. Someone else close this out. I'm done.
I feel like
Thanks
I
for
heard you
watching.
close it
Thanks
out
for watching,
great,
everyone.
like 4 different times.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching,
You
guys.
should just make a compilation
Yes.
of all these failures.
I don't know.
Outtakes.
I
Outtake
might
reel.
just not cut any of them.
Oh,
There's 5 minutes of us just trying to cut it.
never ever doing closeouts again.
Can we collect all of Swanky's closeouts and release them all at once someday?
Play them all.
That
Cut
could be
in
a
my
whole
ro-
podcast.
Cut in my robot audio when I start talking again.
I swear, like, I was just playing Smash because I knew Swanky was closing down and I heard him say the same exact thing like 5 times. I was like, why are we closing out every podcast for the rest of the year?
We're
Or
planning
stockpiling.
ahead.
We're batching, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching our
stockpiling closeouts.
podcast this September 2020. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay, bye.
We good?
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye,
See ya.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Bag milk.
Have a nice day.